Striking Scorpions versus Space Marine Scouts. What's not to love? Kill Team Salvation is here. Let's have a look. Hi there, Chris here with another unboxing for you all. In this video, we are going to take a look at the new Kill Team Salvation, a brand new season of Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team. It is here, and there are some miniatures in this box that have been long awaited. We had a preview for this quite a while ago, I think. It feels like quite a while ago now, but anyway. Big thank you to Games Workshop for sending me a review copy of this game, and a big thank you to my patrons for their continued support, and all you brand new ones, as well as everybody here on the YouTubes clicking that membership button. Big thank you to you all. So, Kill Team Salvation is here. And yes, the long-awaited Space Marine Scouts and Aeldari striking scorpions. They're the Blades of Khaine, as it were. This box contains Kill Team Salvation book, transfer sheets for both the Scout Squad and Blades of Khaine, the following accessories for both included Kill Team's complete set of data cards, token sheets, token reference cards, TAC Op, ability, ploy, and equipment cards. This set includes 20 Citadel miniatures, full Scout Squad Kill Team, 10 operatives, full Blades of Khaine Kill Team, 10 operatives, and a Kill Team Salvation rig apparatus terrain set. Very cool. Now this set is not like what we normally see with the Kill Team box sets. This box is actually kind of small. It's more like what we see from the you know, like the bigger releases of miniatures and such. This box is more like that kind of expansion type of size, as normally with the Kill Teams you get them in the big boxes because they have all that terrain inside, whereas this one does not have the terrain board, the new beta gamma something or other. I can't remember what the kill zone's called, but anyway, yes, so we get the little objective thingies here in the box. We get the Scorpions, the Scouts, 2 brand new units. Usually with these box sets, we are granted with, you know, a brand new unit as well as like an add-on sprue for an existing unit. But the Space Marine Scouts are brand new, and the Blades of Khaine are brand new as well. So that is very cool. It's a bit of a change of pace, and I'm here for it. I'm here. I think it's fantastic, as well as a brand new season of Kill Team. We're not in the Gallo Dark anymore. We're not in Morocco. We're not in Nockman. We are in... what is it? I can't remember what the heck. The zone beta something or other. Beta Decima. That's it. We're in the ruined world of Beta Decima. So very interesting. Very cool. I'm curious to see where we go from here. But that is enough gum flapping from me. Let's dive into the box. I'm gonna bust out the trusty rusty Blade of Destiny. This box is only taped up, so unfortunately there is no cellophane ASMR for you all. I'm sorry. I apologize. I know everybody out there is like, oh, where is the ASMR? Where is the delicious unboxing experience of ripping the cellophane off? Ooh, I like that. I like when they put the little symbols on the tabs. I know it's such a stupid thing to like, but you know what? I don't care. Oop, rip the box. Oh well. Let's dive in. Now this box has a tray inside, and this thing, holy moly. Wow, this thing is chocked full of sprues, as one would expect with a lot of these Kill Teams. Big old bag of bases. We have Striking Scorpion Frame 1 here. Very cool. We're going to have a closer look at all these frames here in a moment. Another sprue. Looks like it has like the X-Arc bits on it and such. Very cool. Oh, we got another sprue. 2 sprues. So it's probably what, 5 Scorpions on a frame, I think. Probably. Oh, another frame. Jeez Louise, we got like, what is that, like 6 frames? 6 frames of Blades of Khaine. We have our Space Marine Scouts, significantly bigger. Ooh, even has like a little cloak duder thing. We'll have a closer look at that, of course. But yeah, that's the Space Marines. 2 identical sets. You can see here we have the cloak again. So it should be 2 identical frames. We also have the objective thingy-mabobbers here. Very cool. I like this little energy thing going on. I don't know what that is, but it's a cool looking detail. It reminds me of the tape measure. Remember the tape measure? That's what that reminds me of. But anyway, I know everybody's like, what? Huh? Who? Where? Yeah, very cool. Okay, and then we have our classic divider, no fancy artwork on it. We have our data cards for both the Space Marine Scouts and the Blades of Khaine. I always want to say corn, I don't know why. Here, let's have a, you know what, let's dive in. Let's have a look and see what we're dealing with here with these cards. These are the gang data cards. Now, from what I understand is that they're kind of, at least from what I could tell from, the previews and such that were leading up to all this. Jeez Louise, I can't even get into cellophane. We can't even get into this stuff here. All right, so the Space Marine Scouts, let's have a quick look at these. The Space Marine Scout cards. And it has all their tac op stuff, token guide, their abilities. Yeah, abilities. Equipment, oh, equipment cards, nice. That's actually very, very handy. And then tactical ploys, very, very cool. Strategic ploys, yes. Okay, so we have all that for the Space Marines. Very, very cool. Well, Space Marine Scouts, excuse me. So that's Space Marine Scouts. Let's have a quick little look at the Blades of Khaine. Blades of Khaine have their tac op cards, token guide, abilities. Very, very cool. Howling Banshees, noise. Dire Avengers, noise. Equipment, noise. And then tactical ploys and strategic ploys, noise. Very, very cool. So that's the cards for them. Comes with all the stuff that they're going to need for the game. I think it's very, very interesting that this box is not just striking scorpions for the Aeldari, but is also Banshees and Dire Avengers. I think that is very fascinating as well. We also have the book. Package has quite a bit of weight to it, has tokens, has some more cards, and in fact, you know what, we'll have a quicker look. We'll have a quicker look. Some sort of important guide here, construction guide. I strongly recommend giving it a read. When constructing the Blades of Khaine, striking Scorpion, Exarch, and Warriors, please use the 28mm bases provided in this box. This supersedes the information regarding their bases found on the Kill Team Salvation construction guide. Thank you. So you're supposed to use the 28mm bases for the Scorpions. Okay, so friendly reminder for everybody. And then it has, looks like some transfer sheets in here. We get the Aeldari transfer sheet. Pretty familiar looking transfer sheet. We also get the Primaris Raven Guard transfer sheet for some strange reason. Very cool. I'm not familiar with this transfer sheet, but very, very cool. As well as the Space Marine transfer sheet. This looks like the newer one. This is the one that comes with, what did we see this for? We saw this with the new, was this in the new Leviathan box? Maybe. Might be from Leviathan. I know. It wasn't all that long ago that these things came out, and I can't keep this stuff straight. All right, let's have a quick look at the book, as well as the tokens and such in here. So let's just dive into this baggie. Okay, so inside the bag, we have these cards. It is the army cards for the faction. It has all the scout. Well, here, we might as well have a look at it. Got to pull this cardboard thingy off. So we have the Scorpion Warrior, we have the Scorpion Exarch, Howling Banshee Warrior, Banshee Exarch, Dire Avenger Warrior, Dire Avenger Exarch, Scout Warrior, Scout Tracker, Scout Sniper, Scout Hunter, Scout Gunner, and then the Sarge as well. So we have everything there as far as the units are concerned, or the operatives. We get a token sheet. Now, what all these tokens are giving us, I'm sure are explained in the book itself, but very, very interesting. These are a heavy card set of tokens, so pretty standard, I think, with a lot of the Games Workshop stuff. We have our construction guide with all of the instructions. It's fairly thick, as there is quite a bit to cover. Very, very cool. All the terrain, looking over all the way to do a Space Marine. The Scouts look like they have quite a few options: shotguns, pistol, sword, or bolt gun, or shotgun gun. A shotgun gun? No, he's got a bolt gun. He's got a sniper rifle. He's got a missile launcher, heavy bolter, shoot gun. Shoot gun, pistol, and grappler gun. Shoot guns. Man, that's a lot covering the Space Marines. Well, I mean, like, I'd imagine there's quite a bit covering the Space Marines as there are, you know, fair amount of options available. Whereas with Striking Scorpions, it's pistols and swords for everybody, right? So it's not a lot of options. The only options really come in is the X-Arc, which can have the claw and the sword, dual swords, or a two-handed sword. That's pretty much his options. And then all the Scorpions pretty much are equipped the same way, so there's not a lot of variance. Really, it's only the posability that's the issue. Oh, and also the helmet and unhelmeted heads. Ooh, have they got all, like, are they all unhelmeted? Ooh, that'd be cool. I'm kind of curious now. I'm excited. And then, of course, we have the terrain bits in here. Very, very cool. And then, of course, we get to the main book itself. And the main book itself, I'm sure, is quite substantial. It goes over a lot of the background and such. How many pages is this thing? This thing is 87, so 88 pages. It's 88 pages of rules, scenario. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Goes they break down all the units. Very, very cool. And of course, we also get some background material. I think that's very handy, getting us into the whole setting of this universe. I kind of dig the little season symbol as well. But that is the book, cards, army data cards, sprues, instruction guide, and counters. Yeah, now let's get in and have a look at the frames for the Space Marines, as well as my beloved Aeldari Blades of Khaine. Yes, Aeldari, man. I'm all about the Aeldari. That's me. But anyway, let's have a closer look at the frames. Okay, so we're gonna get things started here by having a look at the frames for the terrain. Very, very cool. Very, very big, chunky pieces. These things are quite thick. They're really, really straightforward. There's not, you know, there's not a lot on them that you're like, oh no, how do we do this? And how do we put that together? And how am I gonna paint this? And all of that. No, it's pretty straightforward. A lot of them look like two halves to a part. I like the detail. I like the vibes of these parts. So they kind of just have like this sci-fi yet almost steampunk-like appearance. You know, this feels, you know, obviously like out of some sort of sci-fi movie, Dr. Frankenstein or something like that. You can imagine like electricity arcing off this and everything like that. So yeah, it's very, very cool. Let's check out the back here. Back's not terribly exciting. It's just the inside halves of parts. Kind of interesting little doodad there. Some of these doodads are very, very interesting. And I'm sure many of you out there who love the terrain sets and everything like that, I'm sure you're probably going to find places to stash these components out and include them in your battlefields as well. I like that this frame does come with this box set, although I am kind of surprised that this does not come with the big box of terrain, which is kind of interesting, you know, because I don't know. I guess they figured maybe people were only going to buy the set for the models and this thing, as opposed to the terrain. Maybe they don't want to play with the terrain. I don't know. I don't know how they figure these things out. But anyway, that's the terrain. Let's jump into the Space Marines. Now, the Space Marine frames are identical. So we're only going to have a look at one of the frames because, like I said, they're identical. And it'd be very redundant to, you know, have a look at all of it. But anyway, let's have a look here. We've got the shoot guns, missile launcher, backpack. Backpacks on the scouts are actually kind of interesting. They almost look like the stripped down versions of a regular Space Marines backpack. I think that's kind of interesting. That is very, very interesting. That's an interesting detail. I know it's really kind of mundane, but it's because you imagine that's the little power plant, right? A little heavy bolter. All sorts of Space Marine heads. Scouts don't get helmets. You think they kind of get like, you know how like Special Forces have those light little tactical helmets? You'd think they would give Scouts that kind of thing, like the little light helmet. Almost like an Imperial Guardsman. I guess maybe they don't want to visually have them comparable to an Imperial Guardsman, maybe. Maybe that's why they don't do it. Or maybe they just haven't considered it. I don't know. Very, very cool. The long-awaited Space Marine Scouts are finally here. And yeah, I like them. I mean, I'm not the biggest Space Marine collector in the world, but I can appreciate that these models have been waited for a very long time, and they are finally here. Let's have a look at the faces here. I think I've drawn that one before, that face. Don't believe me? Look at my Instagram. I'm pretty sure I posted a picture of that drawing way back in the day. I drew that like darn near 30 years ago. I dig them. I like them. All sorts of details. I mean, to be expected from the Space Marines, right? It's to be expected. Bipods and stuff. Holsters. Yeah, lots of detail, lots of posability, I think. I mean, I don't know, they might be a bit more monopose, just the way those connecting points are kind of keyed, whereas like, even though the shoulder joint is just kind of a perfect little circular flat area, right? You can kind of pose it any which way, whereas some of these look like they're kind of keyed, so they might only fit one way, which also helps. I mean, it's not a bad thing that when the parts are keyed, because it helps you get the assembly right, and it also, believe it or not, helps with a sub-assembly. Sub-assemblies where you can have keyed parts actually helps in the sub-assembly phase when you need to reattach parts and they line up properly. Yeah, it's better when they're keyed together. Here are the Striking Scorpions, the Blades of Khaine, as it were. Love all the detail. I've been very, very excited for this release since it was announced that these things were getting an update finally. I like how nice and big the swords are and the pistols. The unhelmeted head options. Very, very cool. Yeah. Yeah, these are very, very cool. And only on the 20 mil basis. Now, again, there are 2 small frames and then 2 big frames. So I'm not sure which ones are the duplicate portions, as I have not quite looked at that. This one here does not have this little statue bit on it, so we'll have a look at this. That's got to be for the Exarch. Those are the Van Brace guns. That's got to be the dreadlocks, the head-like things, the little doodads that hang down from a Striking Scorpion. Another unhelmeted head. I wonder if there's enough unhelmeted heads to do the entire squad. I wonder if that's a thing. Some more heads over here. Yeah. I'm thinking there are. I'm thinking that you could probably do the whole squad unhelmeted. That's very, very cool if that's the case. I'm kind of excited for that now. That helmet's in halves, is it? No. Just the way it looked. It looked like it was 2 halves. But no, it's not. Faking myself out. Yeah, that's very, very cool. All right, let's have a look at the other frames, see if they're exactly the same or what. So that feels like the frame we were just looking at. So this frame should be different. Yeah, I can't tell. I can't tell which frame is the duplicate, which one is the different. So I'm just going to have a look at it, pretty much all the frame. All right, we got to take a sniff test, don't we? Yeah. So basically these things, like, you get 2 of these with these kind of 4 frames, like, you know, the typical 1 frame. And then we have this other one, which is kind of broken in half, which for whatever reason, you know, like, why wouldn't we just get this as a connected frame, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But either way, we got to come in for a sniff test. Striking Scorpions are finally here. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. That's a sniff test. That is the test of sniffs. To be sure, folks. To be sure. All right, let's get back to the rest of the video. Well, that is our look at the new season of Kill Team, Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team Salvation, that has the Space Marine Scouts and the Blades of Khaine for the Aeldari faction. Yes, very, very fun. Big thank you to Games Workshop for sending me a review copy of this box set. Big thank you to my patrons for their continued support and all you brand new ones. And of course, a big thank you to everybody here on the YouTube, clicking that membership, helping the channel out in a big, big way. And a huge thank you to you all. If you're not able to support monetarily, i.e. money, thumbing up the video, liking, following, subscribing, commenting, ringing the bell, all help the channel as well. And all it takes is a couple clicks of a button, and you're helping me out a great deal. And a huge thank you to everybody who takes the time to do that. Take care of your brushes, they'll take care of you, and I will see you in the next unboxing. Or useless review. Maybe a painting tutorial. Maybe a live stream. Maybe even a battle report. Maybe, just maybe. No, that's it. That's all I do. Okay, bye.